Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Jones now in motion left. On second down, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Garden, it's the Falcons. Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They toss to Freeman. Room here to run. Touchdown.
Out that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gabriel, the man in motion. Here's Ryan to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go.
Gabriel, the man in motion. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. To throw is Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the wideout in motion. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on fourth down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to fire one deep over them into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 62 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, Freeman. They find some open field here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 51 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Play action, Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was done?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first and 10, it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail. The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Joe, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 63 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal, but in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they've decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here.